PUCKU is the ticker. It's trading as unit. And guess what, guys? Even though it's puck, it's not about hockey. This one has ties to basketball, the NBA, and get this, Micheal Jordan. So Micheal Jordan's not a member of the SPAC team, but let me draw out to you guys how he could be involved and how this could be a great play. So this is a new SPAC. It's not public yet. It's going to be $225 million. It includes a full warrant in those units as well. So you get a common share and a warrant with PUCKU. So Harvey Schiller is the CEO. He's a board member of the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was the commissioner of America's Cup, and he was the CEO of the New York Yankees, New Jersey Devils, and New Jersey Nets at one point. He also was part of the U.S. Olympic Committee as the director. He was the first president of Turner Sports. So the CFO of the company, William Duffy, is from Aspire Sports. He was the CFO of the Florida Panthers for the NHL and also San Francisco 49ers. So they're targeting pro sports team and media. So because of media, they've also attached John Miller, the former chairman and CEO of AOL, and he's a director with AMC Networks. But here's the reason I get really excited about this SPAC. As a member of the board of directors is David Faulk. So that name might not be familiar to everyone, but if you watch The Last Dance, the Micheal Jordan documentary, it might stand out. So he was the agent for over 70 athletes, mainly in the NBA. So he represented Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, and Micheal Jordan at one point. He was influential in the creation of the Air Jordan brand, which has had a huge success, right, for Nike. He was also the executive producer on Space Jam, which, Micheal Jordan starred in. He was named one of the most powerful people in sports for several years. In the 90s, he was considered the #2 most powerful person in the NBA behind only Commissioner David Stern. And in the 2000s, he had clients on all teams except for 2. So he was very diversified across, but obviously Jordan is the one that everyone knows him from. And the thing I'll say is there's also a connection. So in The Last Dance, Micheal Jordan actually, this was an old clip though, he spoke out against Harvey Schiller when he was part of the Olympic Committee. Hopefully they've made peace since then, because this SPAC then would have 2 direct ties to Micheal Jordan, as Schiller was involved with selecting Jordan for that dream team in the 92 Olympics. So, throwing out a rumor, obviously this is just a rumor, guys. Micheal Jordan is an investor in Sport Radar. So we've talked about Sport Radar on the show before. They're the thing behind the thing, a sports data provider for sports betting companies. They have a duopoly with Genius Sports, which is going public, DMYD. Mark Cuban's also an investor in Sport Radar. So is Ted Leonsis, who's the owner of the NBA's Wizards. The NBA, huge connection to Sport Radar. And this SPAC has the former agent for Micheal Jordan. I'm not saying it gets done, but I definitely see the connection. This is a SPAC I plan on getting involved in because, again, involved in sports, you get a full warrant in those units, and you have some experienced people in the sports world, and you also have those connections to Micheal Jordan. So that's one I'll be taking a look at.